how we all diddly doing? How's everybody holding up? Today, I'm going to be talking about things that I want to see in The Sims 4 in 2023. If I say 2022 at all throughout this video, just knock me out, please, because the amount that I've wrote it while I was making notes for this. Basically, just talking about things that I want to see in 2023 in The Sims. And I've tried to keep these realistic. Like, obviously, I want an open world. Please, just for the love of God, an open world. But, like, that's realistically not going to happen. So I've tried to keep it realistic, like things that I think that they could actually implement in the game. But first off, let me just change into something a little more festive. Shabada. Do. Merry Christmas, y'all. I got this top on Etsy if anybody's curious, and I have a video coming out soon where I buy Sims merch from Etsy. So I'm going to do this in sections. So let's start off with the first section. Bip bap de bap bap boop. Packs. First of all, for the love of God, like, please, Jesus, for your birthday, please let us get some type of hobby pack. I'm dying for a hobby pack. And I know that we've got like fabrication, and we've got, actually we do have a lot of hobbies, like we've got bees and stuff like that. Basically, I want The Sims 2 free time, but as a pack in The Sims 4, I want my Sims to be on the ballet bar. I want my Sims to do à la séquence. I want my Sims to do grand jeté. I want to be able to recreate dance moms realistically in The Sims 4. I'm going to become Steph Sims. A hobby pack is not necessarily like crucial, but it's something that if it came out, I would absolutely 100%. It could easily be top there on my list of top packs. And also, I think it's okay to bring back things from previous games, especially when they're loved. It's okay to bring back things that we loved. Please, in fact, bring back some things that we loved. I want the hobby car because I never actually completed it in previous games, and I would like to complete it in The Sims 4. But also hobbies across the board. A lot of the issues that I have with hobbies in The Sims 4 is that they're very adult-centered. That's pretty much it. And one of the things that I love about The Sims 4, which I don't talk about much because it just doesn't come up in my videos, but in my own general off-screen gameplay, one thing that I love is the scout board, because it basically, it's not necessarily a hobby, but it really gives you kid Sims things to do and like things to work towards. Basically, I just want my kids to have a reason to exist. You know what I mean? I want their reason to exist to be other than trying to get a good grade. I just need things for my kids to do, and I think hobby packs could be a really good way with that. Just general all across the board gameplay. Funnily enough, that I should mention that my next pack, and this one is less of a I would like this, and this one is more of a please, I'm absolutely bearing my soul to get this pack, is a family pack. I really need family gameplay. We have parenthood, we have high school years, but it's all kind of disjointed, and I want things that we can all do together. In The Sims 3, when you could record your kids' movies and stuff like that and watch them back, sleepovers and everything. Again, just I'm putting kids back in the narrative. Kids deserve rights in The Sims 4, and they currently do not have them. I want playhouses and sleepovers and gossiping. In The Sims 2, your kids and teenagers and stuff could sit in a circle and like sit and hang out, and they'd be all cool and stuff like that. And I really want to see that brought back. It kind of did a little bit in high school years, but a lot of the gameplay in high school years fell flat for me, and I wanted like a pack to tie it all together, like to tie all of these age groups together and make each age group relevant, rather than just having young adults and teenagers be like the main focus of The Sims 4. It's time to let the kids to shine in 2023, and I really do believe that, and I've always said that. I think one of the biggest issues with The Sims 4 is that toddlers, for me, are really fleshed out. Toddlers are great. Young adults are also pretty much great. Teenagers are good. Children, shit. Not fun to play with. Well, they are fun to play with. Probably one of my favorite life stages, which is why I feel so strongly about this, because there's just such a disparity between the age ranges that it doesn't feel equal. So I would like to see a family pack to just kind of even out a little bit. And also elders. I need them to piss themselves, right? I need to be able to threaten them to send them to a bad care home if they misbehave. Don't do that in real life, obviously, but this is The Sims. And then finally, in terms of packs, once more needs are met in The Sims 4, then I think it would be a good time to release a risky pack. Once needs are a bit more met, I think that especially towards the end of a game's lifespan, like The Sims 5's been announced, we kind of have the opportunity for a risky pack that not everybody will fuck with. And for me, personally, I would really like it to be a history pack. And is that because I've got a vested interest, because I've got a history degree? Yeah, it fucking is, right? This is my, what I want to see. But what would your risky pack be? Like, if The Sims could release a risky pack that you know would cater to you and will be perfect to you, but not necessarily everybody else would like it, what would it be? Because mine would be a history pack. And The Sims 3 Medieval, she was good. She was really good. Basically, I would like a Sims 4 medieval, but I don't think that's going to happen. Although I really wish EA would back things like that. I really wish we had more spin-offs of the Sims franchise, because we used to have a lot and now we don't. I would like a history pack to work in that way, where it's like very much a closed off world and you just live in that world. Because one of the downfalls of the Sims 4 that I find is that because it's so open, nothing really makes sense. Like, you'll be at university and Nancy Landgrab will turn up at your dorm. And I think that's one of the benefits of having like these closed towns, because A, also makes the towns bigger, but B, you can have these like really stylized things like Sims 3 Dragon Valley. So I would like it to be a closed off world, similar to how Batu operates, and you can just live in that. A history pack would be my risky pack, but please, I'm so intrigued. Let me know what yours would be. Now for worlds, this is going to be a shorter one because I would like to see so many different types of worlds, and I think that there's so many places that we haven't even begin to discover yet in The Sims 4, because she has for a very long time been a very much American simulator. So I couldn't decide on an actual world that I want, because there's so many different types of places that I would like to see brought to life in The Sims 4. But one thing that I do know is I really, really want a big, dense world. I can't cope with these small worlds anymore. Because for me, I'm like, well, I don't even use them, so you might as well have not included that world and just gave me more gameplay. Really can't deal with a small world again. So I would really like a world like Windenburg style, where it's huge and there's so many different quarters and there's so many things to do, and it feels like a big bustling world. Even Hemford on Bagley feels really small. I loved when it initially released that all of the worlds were open, you could travel anywhere, but now that the game is much bigger and there's so many packs and so many worlds, I would rather close off some of the worlds, or like have worlds that look like each other be travelable, because like I hate the small worlds. So just a big world that's dense with lore and people and also things to do. Please. Windenburg 2.0, but with Sims I actually like. I've got a fucking vendetta against the Windenburg Sims, and I don't know why yet. I would like to see a Bust the Dust update. And I know that people hate this kit. I know that it's an unpopular thing, but I really love monotonous tasks in The Sims 4. But even me, who is a Bust the Dust enjoyer, Bust the Dust is just fucking broke. So I would like to see an update of it for it to be fixed. I also want to see an update in the actual kit in and of itself, because it doesn't work off the grid, which is absolutely silly. Brooms. And we already have broom objects in game, and we already have like Realm of Magic and brooms. And even if it's just pushing, instead of like a Hoover, have it be a mop. Do you know what I mean? I just don't understand why there was like 4 different types of hoovers and they couldn't spare time to put a mop or a broom that works off the grid. Make it make sense. It does not, babe. But yes, I would like to see Bust the Dust updated. Next, I would like to see a refresh of a pack. And I was thinking about this and I was like, I don't really know what pack I would like to be refreshed. The first one that comes to my mind is Dine Out, but I'm not 100% sure on that one. I just know that I would like to see another refresh of a pack, especially because The Sims 4 has been out for so long now. It's usually like every 4 years that we got a new Sims game, where now it's nearly 10 years, really. It's 8 years since the last game was out. I think that updates, like pack updates, were a really good idea to kind of refresh the older ones. They'd done Spa Day and then just kind of stopped. Why? I don't know. A lot of decisions don't make sense to me. But yeah, a refresh of a pack would be cool. Next, I would like to see NPCs updated. I would like more NPCs. I am begging to be robbed in The Sims 4. Please, I need that music. You know what? I'm not scared in The Sims 4. My Sims go to sleep, and the thing that scares me is how much Sims don't stay asleep. That needs an update, by the way. I just want to be robbed. Like, I just need more NPCs that you can interact with. It just feels lonely in a Sims 4. Like, it feels empty in The Sims 4 houses because nothing is kind of happening around you. You've got to make every single thing happen. Honestly, fires are about the most excitement that you get in The Sims 4. Like, I look forward to a fire. When a fire happens, I'm like, oh my god, yes, unpredictable. So yeah, I would like to see robbers back in The Sims 4. And also in The Sims 5, I really think that it was a bad mistake getting rid of robbers in The Sims 5, in The Sims 4 even. I just don't understand it. Gen Z are fucking hilariously morbid. I think Gen Z would welcome being robbed. Gen Z would actually find the humour in it. Gen Z would thank the robber. And I really do believe that. I've put this as scenarios / challenge / community update because I really would like to see more of this in The Sims 4. The Sims 4's got the gallery, which is like one of the best things that The Sims 4's ever done. Like, having something like that built within the game is so much easier. But then things like scenarios feel really cut off from the game because you can only really get them in the main menu. And I would like to see players be able to create their own scenarios and upload them and other people play them. I would also like to see ways to enact multiple scenarios within games that you're already playing. So if you're getting a little bit bored of gameplay, just put a scenario on and then you've kind of got something that you can follow. That would really help. I was going to say for people like me, but yeah, for people like me that really struggle with their own initiative and kind of need a bit of hand-holding in games to know what to do. And even things like The Sims Sparked, I know that they've brought some Spark challenges back as well, and I would like to see more of it. I know I helped with the Goth refresh update, but one thing for me is it takes so long, and like being involved in that and seeing how long it actually takes just to refresh the Goths. Like I would much prefer a Goth family, a challenge, you design the new Goth family and then everybody votes on it and then we pick the winner. I just think that makes so much more sense and it makes it so much more fun. I think that could be really good. And finally, objects. And I only have 2 objects, actually. Obviously, I think there will be more objects that I want, but the first thing that comes to mind is circle staircases. And this came to mind because of the Wednesday build that I've done recently. I don't think that'll be up yet, but it will be on my channel soon for you to see. And I was like, you know what would make this build fucking slap? A circle staircase. And we still don't have them. And it's been 8 years. And I think every other version of The Sims has a circle staircase in it. So please. And it doesn't even have to be, like for me, I'd be happy to have a circle staircase that's not a configurable staircase, you know, a metal and a wood circle staircase I'd be happy with. And then finally, the last thing that I want to see in The Sims 4 in 2023, although this is not an exhaustive list, but the last thing on my list is playground equipment. I just really want more playground equipment, but appropriately sized playground equipment as well. Like I want things that you could put in your back garden, but also in a park. Do you know what I mean? But again, this is like kind of circling back to the kids thing, that kids just feel quite underdeveloped in The Sims 4. And also by playground equipment, I absolutely, under no circumstances, in no way, shape or form do I mean more drawing tables. If I see one more drawing table, I think it may be the end for me. I think I may have an asthma attack. That is everything that I would like to see in 2023. Again, it's not an exhaustive list, so I'm sure that there'll be other things that when I'm editing, I'm like, oh, for fuck, I should have fucking included that. And I know that there's some things that people won't want, like Bust the Dust, but I'm a Bust the Dust truther. Let me know what you want to see in The Sims 4 in 2023. And I'm also going to do a video of things I don't want to see in The Sims 4 in 2023 as well. So yes, keep an eye out for that. I love you all so, so much. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see ya in the next one. Bye, bitch.